Whether anyone would listen to me, that was another story.
Right, okay. Let's see what we have here.
Stone and Yale hadn't taken away the bitterness I felt. I needed a friend. In appreciation for the tip I'd given him, he insisted on buying me a milkshake that he drank. After the perfect storm of corruption and murder, only friendship could reconcile me with the world.
Right.
Only that could make me believe in mankind again.
Or animal kind, because, you know, we're all playing animals here.
Cleanse my soul. Only that. And money.
Oh yeah, and money, of course. Earlier on, there's a lot of stuff to get into. As I said before, it started off like quite simple, like, oh, there's a murder, but it goes way too deep into stuff. And you think like, wow, it's
Yale and Stone.
It's not
would be
that
punished for breaking the rules.
easy anymore. It's so
there
complex.
Would be justice for Sonia, the victim.
It's basically like a tree branch. You've got
was
branches
the
coming out of that branch and branches coming out of that branch. You need to put everything
As the
together, and you're
detective
like,
who had cracked the
wow,
case,
I thought it was just a
I
tree
just
stump.
had to get my paycheck and be on my way.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Blacksad. Mr. Thorpe is on his way. Care to take a seat while you wait?
Does the man have any manners? Alright, I'll wait. Did he tell you why he's running late? I'll be nice to the foxy lady.
I guess I'll just
Even
have
though
to
she's
wait.
a cheater.
He'll be here in a minute. Please, take a seat.
Whatever. Right. Let's see what happens here. But yeah, Peps, I think you would like it. If you played it from the start, yeah, I think you'd like it. Build
No
a
matter
new
how
you.
many curveballs destiny throws his way, he always manages to land on his feet. When he was a rising sports talent, the war put an end to his career.
I didn't know I could
So
fully
he
do this.
became a war hero. After the war, he didn't end up like Gil or like me. He became an elite athlete, a Hall of Fame football star.
Yep,
When an
he did.
accident left him in a wheelchair, he went on to succeed in advertising.
What else is there? I'm going through them one by one now. Wait a minute. Could you say like Thorpe may have been in on the murders? Wouldn't that be something? Hires athletes for advertising campaigns. Ooh, well, that just lit up real big. It's like, bam, you need to use this one. Thorpe hires athletes for advertising campaigns. Wait a minute. But in the basement, there were pills with their names on them.
No, that's not possible. What if Tim Thorpe was somehow involved in Mitchell's operation?
Mr. Blacksad? Mr. Thorpe is running later than expected, but he insists on meeting you, if you don't mind.
Sure, as long as you help me fight off this boredom.
That's not in my job description, but...
But I'm gonna check you out. Right, so face first.
If I had her markings on my skin, would I be the same person? Would my name be different?
Huh? Alright, what about here? Ah, you thought I was gonna check somewhere else, didn't you? No. 1045, Samaric, Delano, Sonia? John Blacksad. Then with the mayor. All of Thorpe's appointments are in his agenda. Deduction time. Alright, let's see what we got here. So I just looked at the agenda, so that's in there. So I'll choose that while the time is clicking. What else can lead up to this? What's new here? Mary's been... Wait, what's that? What if Tim Thorpe was involved in Mitchell's operation? Because of the list. I have a feeling that
My
Thorpe
hunch
is...
is right. There should be a meeting with Mitchell noted somewhere in Thorpe's agenda.
Yeah, I think that Thorpe, he must be the mastermind in it. I have this feeling. I kind of said that in one of the earlier gameplays. I can't remember the date of my first appointment. Do you know how long it'll take, Mr. Thorpe? Has anything odd happened at the agency recently? How long have you worked with Tim Thorpe? I'll just ask her everything.
Tim Thorpe?
Almost 3 years. And I hope it lasts.
Has anything odd happened at the agency lately?
Has anything odd happened at the agency lately?
Not on my shift. Perhaps the oddest thing I've seen is a bored detective asking a lot of questions.
Ho ho ho, you got some sass. Shut up and ask the questions.
Well, you see, I've got a problem. In order to figure out how much Mr. Thorpe owes me, I need to know what day I started working on the case. But I can't remember. You wouldn't have that written down, would you?
It sure wasn't on my shift. I'd remember. Let me see.
Ba-ba-bum. Right. Where am I looking at now? October 13th. No, because the first time that I met him was literally when where else am I looking? No. Okay. Miles Benton, Congressman Wallace. Got a few more that I can look at. Meet him with Dylan Combs. Lunch with Paul Rosenberg. Oyster Restaurant. Quick, before she turns the page. Hospital. So it was October the 12th. That's when I met him. Yeah. Okay, what have we got here? Meeting with Bobby Yale. Meeting with Michael McNeil, sorry. Meeting with... okay. So we had the meeting with him the day before. And then afterwards... it's a bit suspect, isn't it? What have we got here? Joe Dunn, no appointment.
What? Dunn was here 2 days before he died? Why didn't Thorpe ever mention that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Telling
but your
you,
name's not on here.
He's definitely involved in it. The day I came, Joe Dunn had just walked out the door. Do you know how long it'll take Mr.
Wait, I just remembered something. The day I came, Joe Dunn had just walked out the door.
Well, no. You don't have any appointments. Although, I guess I could have forgotten to write you in. Mr. Dunn, who's usually very kind, left in a flurry. He even slammed Mr. Thorpe's door.
Okay. Now I know I have to get into Thorpe's office.
And he didn't even say goodbye.
Yes, that was the day.
Yeah, how rude.
You don't recall me because the minute I saw Dunn stomp out, I followed him. I never actually came in.
Of course. That explains it.
No doubt. So, since it looks like Mr. Thorpe won't be here soon, I think I'll go take a walk down the hall.
I'm going to go into his
Stay
office.
in shape.
She doesn't buy it. Yeah, she totally doesn't buy it. Or she just does not care. They always paint receptionists like the same.
Tell me there's a back door to your office.
Right. The rest of the restroom? Nope. Ooh, lights, camera, action. Let's see what's in here. Is there anything juicy that I can get? Hello. Bobby Yale.
So, you had something to do with that chest expander after all.
Okay. Is there anything else I can look at here? Or... is that a card? I think that's a card. Is that a card? I think that's a card. Yeah, it is a card. Cool. Continue. Right. Let's just keep walking around. Is there anything else down here that I can see? Wait. Oh, what? Yeah, there you go. I thought I missed that. Hey, baby doll, what's going on? As I usually say, Wagwan. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you doing? This game looks interesting. This game is very interesting. So basically, it's set in like an animal kingdom, but this is in New York, back in the... I think it was just after World War II. Yeah, it's based in the early 50s, so it's like a noir-style game. And you're investigating a boxing coach who's been killed. So basically just trying to put all the pieces together. They make it at the beginning like it's really simple, but obviously with detective cases, it's never simple. You think you just go in linear, and you've got so many branches come out of another branch, and you think like, wow. So it's been really entertaining. It's been really, really good. So now what I gotta do, I gotta find... oh.
If Weekly were here, I'd have to tie his hands behind his back.
So basically, Weekly, who they're talking about there, is a fox who works for the press, who's also a close friend of mine here. So, yeah, that's what I was referring to. Now, it's saying I could use a scaffolding to get out from there, but I need to keep looking around. Maybe there's other clues, so then I can get a deduction to kind of set him up a bit more, you know what I mean? But it looks like that I've looked everywhere here. Wait, should I make a telephone call?
Maybe I should play the Smirnoff trump card this time.
Maybe I can call Smirnoff. Yeah, call Smirnoff. So that's my... he's not my boss per se, but I think he's like the chief deputy.
Smirnoff didn't know what to think. He asked me to watch out and call him as soon as I had more information.
Yeah,
He also told me that Gil had finally talked. He denied having blocked the basement door and said the truck door opened, but he got knocked on the head as soon as he tried to get out. He then woke up when the police found him beside the basement door. Obviously, the same person who had jammed the door had carried him there.
Gil says somebody knocked him unconscious and left him right by the basement entrance. Is that going to be a new... ooh. Nice card. Let's just put that in the photo album, right? Alright, stick it down. Man, I've still got a lot to go through. I haven't even completed one sport yet. Way too many there. Way too many. But I think I picked up a deduction, though. So, no, I mean, well, not now, but pretty much soon I will do. So, I basically just need to get all my cards right. So then, once I meet up with him... oh, wait. No, I'm not going to go back in there. I thought I was just going to close it.
Cats aren't afraid of heights. That's why I've never felt vertigo.
Haha. Well, I'm glad he didn't do the Neo way back in the Matrix 1. Where he was like going to go around the building when he's trying to get away from the agents right at the beginning, and he was just like, nah, forget that. What's that, Samir? I hope you would try this game in the future. There's that, and there's also the Telltale's Guardians of the Galaxy that I'm quite interested to play. So who knows? Maybe in the future. See, that's the thing with me. Is like, because I was only just streaming one game at the beginning, just Tekken 7, and there's so many other good games out there that I was like, yo, I want to try and stream. So yeah, man, I'm just gonna be a variety streamer. It just makes it a bit more interesting as opposed to seeing like the same thing all over again. But yeah, for sure. I mean, those games. Yeah, I could look into it definitely. Definitely. All right, let's continue the case.
Who the hell is interrupting my kung fu?
Yo, baby doll, thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. And I hope they're enjoying the game. And I have a sneaky feeling, right, that we are close to solving this case, to be honest with you. So you may see the whole shebang of it. I hope to see the whole shebang
In
of
my
it.
experience,
I really
when
want to
something
know
looks
how
really
it ends.
good, it ends up smelling really bad.
So it dipped in April. Right, is there anywhere else I can look at? No, there isn't. Okay, I don't know why I told me to pen there. I've looked everywhere here, right? I'll go around just one more time. Is there anything on the desk that I can get? Can I go through this door? No, I can't, otherwise it would have given me the prompt. What about the president? I knew he left as well. Right, okay. Cool. I'm in. Right, where am I looking at now? I'll just go corner to corner, alright. And hopefully I can pick up some more cards. So I won't go through there.
One of the strengths, the accuracy of his throw. I earned the nickname Iron Arm. I used to throw the ball in 15.
Have you heard how he's reading
Yeah.
it? He reads it like how
When
all of
wherever
us do.
wanted. And my coach, the great Joffrey Sox. And so I worked hard. Pearl Harbor. I listed immediately. After losing a partner in combat, a serious injury, I asked to be relocated. I became a sniper. I know I shouldn't say this, but I was one of the best in the army.
Whoa,
And it was
wait a
all
minute.
Thanks to my accuracy. No, it was all thanks to Jeffrey Sachs. I wonder how many Americans that man saved with my
Wait a
arm.
minute.
After these words, Tim Thorpe is moved almost to tears and asks me to take a break. It's shocking to see how an athlete and soldier, a man whose aim and skill won him a Medal of Honor and the nickname Surgeon among his brothers in arms. That can't be. I mean, it could be a coincidence.
They
but
called Thorpe
no.
the surgeon for his excellent aim as a sniper. Ah, man.
Why am I surprised? In every investigation, there comes a point where every single lead seems to go down the drain. And you have to retrace your steps to get back on the right track.
Why couldn't I click into that? That was weird.
I better not use it. It might be connected to the switchboard.
I'm so tempted to just like press the button. Yo, let me get this card. Continue, because there's no point me checking anything else. It's just giving everything away. It totally is giving everything away.
It's a bit strange to see no office chair behind a desk until you remember the desk's owner is in a wheelchair.
Thorpe can't walk unless he uses a wheelchair. The pills.
Oh, crap.
So,
Of course.
do you know what I would do? I would unload that gun. Because you go in there and he starts talking, he'll whip out the gun and he'll point it at you. And yeah. I just know it for a fact. Right, okay, we've already searched there. So we gotta look into this deduction now. We gotta piece it together and come up with something, some concrete evidence to, put him at edge, right? Alright, let's see what options we have here, and then see what we can do. All the pills on Thorpe's desk. He used them to go over physical limitations. Right.
Wait, what if Groon's drugs helped Thorpe walk?
Man, those are some pills, man. I'm just saying. What other drugs could help Thorpe walk, not work, not wake either? A sniper killed my boy. They called him for his excellent aim.
course. It wasn't Mitchell or Gill. It was Thorpe who shot Randall at the hospital. Everything adds up now. And yet I can already hear Smirnov telling me I have no conclusive evidence. What if I set a trap for Thorpe? But how?
Right, okay. I'm just gonna look into this anyway. I don't mind. I had to lure him into a trap. Keeps a gun in his drawer. And what if it helps him walk? We did it!
Ha! What if I place Thorpe's gun up there and corner him so that he has to stand up to get it?
Yeah, empty those. Or you could be really funny
The show was about
and
to
replace the
begin. All I needed was an audience and some patience.
Nah, he would call it on straight away. I'll say like replace the bullets with the pills, and you can see him like get really antsy at the beginning. Try to put the pills in the gun. And it's like, yeah, that ain't gonna work.
Arr! Don't you know who you're dealing with, matey?
Oh no, we're getting choppy.
Silly
Now
man.
today,
no way.
you wants to be shark bait, do ya? Oh, Blacksad. I feel terrible for keeping you waiting.
Yeah, I bet
John.
you do.
But you see, there was mutiny on
Did
board.
you just say
so,
woo? I said it in my head too when I did it. I was like, woo.
You see what I have to put up with. All right, helmswoman, to the cabin with you. Onward.
Aye, Captain.
Come along.
Even the subtitles didn't make it out like
Julie,
to
don't
the
let
cabin.
anyone
You're just
bother
like
us.
through. We still good, right? We're not choppy anymore. Okay, cool.
Honey, will you wait in the boardroom for me, please?
But
I'll just be a minute then. I think you've already suffered enough.
okay.
Right, okay. Let's see how this plays out,
Think
folks.
about where you'd like to have dinner tonight, okay?
Yeah, dude, you're not going out for dinner tonight. I'm just saying. Hey, wait a minute.
You see, I'm not gonna pay you for solving the case.
Wow, thank you. I thought you were a man of your word. I'll see you in court. Fair enough. Consider it didn't solve it. I thought you were a man of your word.
Wow. I thought you were the kind of man who is true to his word.
No, it's not that. You'll get every penny we agreed on, and more. But not because you solved the case, but for her. 2
Right.
days ago, she wanted to end it all. Drop out of college, sell the gym. Too many wounds to heal. But through your incredible work, you managed to heal them. Well, perhaps not completely. It takes time to get over something like this. But at least, thanks to you, Sonia wants to be
Sonia
happy.
wants to be happy,
She
especially
has
with that,
I'm gonna
that
help
hand
her
around
make
her mouth
Dunn's
outside
gym
of the office,
best
right?
in the city. Who would have ever guessed it, huh?
I'm happy for Sonia. It seems like Dunn's death is actually a blessing. Yo, man, I'm sticking to you.
In the end, it seems like Dunn's death was the best thing that could have happened to the gym, huh?
Don't be so cynical. By God, can't you stop playing the hard-boiled detective for 1
But
second?
I am hard-boiled.
Anyway, back to the case. All those people
Thought I was
you
scrambled?
confronted. Gill, the German doctor, even Mitchell. Huh. I would have never suspected him. Did they say anything? Why did they do it? Did they mention any accomplices?
Spano mentioned a certain surgeon. Oh man, but yo, let's just keep
They
going at
did
him.
mention a certain surgeon.
Surgeon? Do you have any idea who that could be?
Accused Thorpe, mislead Thorpe. Let's go straight into it.
A journalist told me. Ring a bell?
Da da dum. Those are not Tic Tacs either. What you gonna do? Get up and jump?
I'm sure you've got good intentions, but you're wrong. What makes you think that? I'm
What
sure
makes
there's an
me think-
explanation.
What makes me think of that? Well, because there is no timer on here, let's read it out. You ordered Joe Dunn's murder. You know Mitchell gave them to you. I know you killed Randall Lee. Oh man, how about just select them all? Right, which one am I gonna choose? You ordered Joe Dunn's murder. I know Mitchell gave them to you. I know you killed Randall Lee.
Don't deny it. I know Mitchell gave them to you.
People see a wheelchair and think, poor guy, he can't walk. But there's so much more to it than that. Some nights I can't even sleep from the pain.
That doesn't explain why you didn't tell me you knew about those drugs.
Yeah. I know you killed Randall Lee. You ordered Joe Dunn's murder. I'll leave the best for last,
I know that you're a highly skilled sniper. And I think it was you who shot Randall Lee at the hospital.
Have you seen me, Blacksad? How could I possibly do that? I hired you to solve this damn case. You think that's what a murderer would do?
Only because you thought I'd blame Bobby Yale and drop the case.
Yeah.
But as soon as I realized something wasn't right, you sent Randall Lee and Gil to give me a scare. And when all that failed, you ordered Lee to kill me.
You're the type that won't open his jaws once he's got his prey, aren't you?
You know it better than anyone. Depends on the prey. Never. Oh man, it's either going to be X or B. I'm going to ask the chat. What do you think I should choose? X, Y, or B? I'm tempted to go with X or B, to be honest with you. Can't say never, because I'm trying to be like a hard-boiled detective here. So, depends on the prey. You know better than anyone. I'm going to choose...
I think I've made that clear enough by now.
Go on, reach for the gun. Do it. Ah. Never mind.
Put yourself in my place for a minute.
I did.
You're a promising football player who just got back from the war, but you're still a nobody. The man you saved kindly opens his house to you, and that man is still undone by his wife's passing. He works all day at his gym, and he drinks himself to sleep at night. So you practically end up raising his daughter. You give her her very first abacus. You encourage her to further her education. You comfort her when she misses her mother and her father.
It'll be funny if you just stood up now.
Meanwhile, your sporting career takes off. Life is good. Until one day, out of the blue, an accident cripples you. An old friend, Mitchell, tells you he knows someone who can help you. A German doctor. His drugs take some time to work, but they do wonders. You manage to walk for short bursts at a time, little by little. And those bursts keep getting longer.
But you're guilty.
But the drugs aren't cheap at all. So you have to find a way to pay for them, don't you see?
You started selling drugs to athletes. You started an ad agency. Oh wow, you actually did both. Wow. What am I going to choose? Start selling drugs to athletes. You started an ad agency. Ad agency.
So you decided to start an advertising agency focused on product endorsement by athletes. And then it occurred to you to sell them those same drugs you were taking.
Yeah, same thing.
Drugs would help them excel, and you'd get better ad deals. The perfect business model. Your first client? Craig Spano. His career had hit a rough patch, so...
Used him as your guinea pig. Yep.
He was the guinea pig for your new operation. And yet, when the drug started having serious side effects, you got rid of him. Afraid he would talk, you tried to kill him. That's why he hid. From then on, your business was smooth sailing. You even began to think you were above the law. You thought that you were untouchable. Until Joe Dunn found out, and then, 2 days before his unfortunate death, he came to see you.
That's enough now. You stop it.
What are you gonna do? Shoot me?
Now, I don't know if I'm above the law, but I am sure as hell not beneath it.
How so?
Do you know how much power I have? The kind of people I eat with every day? I could shoot you right now, and nothing would happen to me.
Nothing would happen to me
With
either.
that gun you keep in your drawer? I'm afraid not. I placed your pistol out of reach, just in case you happen to confirm my suspicions, Iron Arm. And now, if you'd excuse me, I have an appointment with the police.
I told you he would get up. Oh my
I
God.
won't let anyone wreck my life again.
I did not see this coming. Okay.
Sonia and I, we deserve a future.
You can come in now, Smirnoff.
Timothy Wilson Thorpe, drop your weapon. You're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent.
It
Anything
was
you say
Smirnoff
can
that-
and will be used against you in a court of law. You have
Okay.
the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, the state will provide one for you. Mr. Thorpe.
Wait. Wait. Oh. I thought he left one in the chamber. Wow, okay. Yeah, you ain't taking your out. No, I'm gonna be the good guy. I'm not gonna refrain or,
Sonia
arrest her or
Dunn.
something.
You are under arrest for the death
he will
of
too.
Timothy Wilson Thorpe. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, the state will provide one for you.
Oh, I pressed the wrong one.
Do you understand these rights as I have just read them to you? With these rights in mind, do you wish to speak to me? Watch your step.
Wait, did he move a bit? It looks weird with a cat that has fingers and thumbs, right? Or is it just me? Well, Thorpe, you ain't gonna be in Blacksad 2. The fingers in him are weird. I know, right? I just think on that, I was like, could you imagine in real life if dogs and cats had fingers and thumbs? They would rule the world. You know, they'll be like, oh, take me out for a walk. Be like, no, not today. And all of a sudden you just hear the front door open and close, and you'd be like, where's my cat? Where's my dog? They took my keys. Why is my car starting up? Ah, is it going to show the fight now?
Everything that had
Alright, cool.
The last thing I was interested in was the fight. Did Yale take drugs before the fight? Did Stone let him win? I had done everything in my power for things to go the way my moral compass dictated. Whether anyone would listen to me, that was another story.
I wonder
Because
who
no
would
matter
have won.
what they tell us, our actions don't always determine our future. My moral compass. As if I even knew what that means. I didn't even know what to think of my performance throughout the case.
Yeah.
Did I have a clear conscience? Would I have made the same decisions, given the chance?
Would I have made the... Yeah. Yeah, I think I would have. John Blacksad, well done. Solved the case. Cool. Cool. Well, yo, there you have it. We completed the game. Blacksad, Under the Skin. I tell you what, as somebody who really loves detective movies, crime stories, noir, film noir, neo-noir, they did this game really well. Now, I know that it is based from a graphic novel that I read quite a long time ago, but I think... Yeah, I got a lot of gas. But after, completing this, I'm gonna have to go back and read the comic again. Because, man, that was good. That was really, really good. It got me really invested in the whole story. And that's what I like. If you pick a video game that really, like, invests you into the story. So, yo, the developers on this, publishers on this, I gotta give them kudos because they made a really, really, really good game. So yeah, Microïds, deuces.